Welcome back to Midnight Who Extra, and today, kicking off the very first Big Finish review of the year is the War Master, Only the Good. Now, of course, this features Sir Jarek Jacobi as the Master, and of course, this is this is set in the time, but there's a closer look at the cover. Try not to get too much glare. In the back of it, there's the back of it, and of course the spine, and the top, there you go, and a bunch of other information. So, of course, there's 4 stories in this box set, which, of course, include Beneath the Vishoid, The Good Master. Is the Master really good, though? We'll find out, I guess. The Skyman, and The Heavenly. My quick thoughts on each of the stories in the box set. The first story is Beneath the Vishoid. Now, I really like this story. I found it was really cool to make the Master kind of pretend to be the Doctor, you know, because he doesn't want everyone to know who he is. So when they first meet him, he says, well, I'm the Doctor. And I think that is really cool. You get to see the Master kind of being how he's manipulating the people, making them believe that the Doctor's there, the man who will help save them, and when really it's the Master. And I found that really kind of cool. Of course, the music, the performances were phenomenal, had a great landscape to it, a very good setting, and once the Daleks got in there, it definitely felt like a full-blown Time War story. And it was quite enjoyable, actually. I definitely think the standout of it was just the Master in this one. It was such a good one, and definitely the choosing of making him pretend to be the Doctor, I think, was a great kind of choice. And we do see the Master use his little hypnosis kind of power. You know, I am the Master and you will obey me. We do see that to kind of manipulate things in there. And he's always trying to make things go his way by manipulating others in a way. And I really think that makes the Master, and I'm glad they included that. So, the next story is Good Master. So, you would think, oh, it's the Good Master. He's going to be good in this. He isn't. I really like that. The Good Master was a really good story. It was kind of really interesting to see kind of where all the people who are sick or injured from the war are going, and you really get to see kind of how this planet is kind of, it's kind of something's going on. It's kind of, now, in the last one, he posed as the Doctor, and this time he's pretending to be a Doctor. And he's kind of trying to get this power that is protecting this planet, and he wants it for his own purpose, of course, and he's going to do anything to get this power, being being a doctor there, so he gets to see all the patients, and he's just acting like a doctor, helping people and, saving people from not dying, from being injured and all that. And it's kind of really interesting to see another side. You see another side of the Master. In the first one, you saw him pretend to be this, and now you're seeing him pretend another person. It's really kind of interesting to see how many times they're going to let the Master be someone else. But you know it's the Master. That's the cool part. What's really interesting, though, about this was how when he does, every time, even in this one and this one, it eventually is found out that he is not who he says he is, and they have to stop him. But yeah, the Good Master was really an interesting story, and you definitely start seeing the Master is trying to make the war go his way in a way. But what's really interesting about this is they gave him a companion. They gave the Master a companion, and this is his kind of full story, Cole. And one thing interesting about this, at the end of that one, of course, he picked up Cole, and it's also very interesting that they gave the Master a companion. I never thought the Master would actually have a companion. And it's really kind of a unique dynamic. The Master, the person who's usually on his own, has a companion. And what's really interesting about this one, in the story, is that Cole wants to save and protect the planet. And what does the Master do? Okay, let's go. And what's really kind of cool, go-to is kind of a calm place, not very much war, kind of the Time Wars around them. It's just kind of off everything, and Cole is here to save the day, and of course nothing goes his way, and everything is just kind of, it doesn't quite work that way. But I really enjoy the Master in this one because he's kind of just standing off, like, you can do it. I'm going to take a little vacation, and he's kind of enjoying seeing Cole kind of struggle and protect this place, and he's kind of enjoying it. So he actually enjoys a person not being able to save something, which I thought was kind of very unique. So, of course, the box set ends with the Heavenly Paradigm, concludes this set, and it's a really cool, unique story because, of course, they go to a little location on Earth, so it's actually an Earth-based story in the 1970s. And of course, the Master's plans can come to the end right in there by using the Heavenly Paradigm. And of course, something happens to, a lot of stuff happens in the story, and I don't really want to spoil it for you because it's a very, very engaging story. A lot of things happen, a lot of unfortunate things happen, but also a lot of things go the Master's way, and a lot of things happen in this one that I don't want to spoil for you guys because I really want you guys, if you are wanting to listen to this, I don't want to ruin it here. But this is a really good story, and it has a very unique ending that, where do they go from that ending? But I found it kind of interesting. It's definitely kind of a nice little contained little set. It's definitely 4 stories. All of them are really good, and they each have a good kind of unique story kind of blend to them. Because you think they're going to go one way, and then they kind of do this, and they turn it. And I really think it's because it's the Master. And it's a character that is very different from the Doctor. He's not the Doctor. He's just a Time Lord who is very manipulative, and it's very kind of unique to see that take on. Very unique because this is definitely the Time War, and you get to see how the Master's involved in the Time War, so it's kind of a nice little, you see the Doctor in the War Doctor series, now we see the Master in his own series. And Big Finish did an amazing job with this box sets, and I really would recommend, if you haven't listened to this, definitely go listen to it. So that's it for tonight. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did listen to The War Master, tell me your guys' thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.